Welcome to American Truck Simulator. I'm driving this bad boy right here, testing out again my new computer, as well as American Truck Simulator with Windows 11, because there's a lot of talk of, Windows 11, how it performs. My last computer used to run this game perfectly, then I started having issues. I had to remove the upscale at 400%. Down to just a regular 100%, and I would still get some stutters here and there. But then once I had formatted my computer, all of those problems went away. However, I wanted to put my computer to the real test because with my camera, and especially a little webcam overlay like I have there, that green thing that I put there to really help accentuate from my camera to the rest of the game, you would be amazed, and I know I repeat myself in all my videos, as to how much power that can draw, especially when you're on an older computer. It sucks up a lot of CPU. So, but this is an older game. I've got a fairly decent-ish, computer. It's definitely not top of the line, but it's miles ahead of what I had before. And so far, I can already tell in a couple of minutes that I have been playing that this is amazing. It runs really, really good. There's no issues with Windows 11. Again, the point of this video is not even really to be all like, check out my computer, bro. Look what I can do. Yeah, no. No one uses American Truck Simulator, with all due respect, as the benchmark to show off how beast your computer is. This is more to show you that it's very playable on Windows 11, because again, like I said, I was afraid to go to Windows 11. A lot of people, oh, Windows 11, because it's fresh, right? It's the new OS on the block. And here I am playing it, and I have been for actually a couple of hours before I made this video, to let you know ahead of time. It's great. Hence the title, Windows 11 plus ATS equals epic. Of course, your mileage may vary. You might have different hardware that makes it that this is not the most pleasant experience. However, I could promise you, the game itself, synergistically with Windows 11, it runs great. It's just so awesome. I'm a fanboy. I'm a Windows 11 fanboy. I really, really am. It's got more of that Apple look to it. And if we kind of tab out quickly, I just love that whole thing here in the middle. I don't know, it just looks so effing clean. I can't even find the words to describe to you my love for Windows 11. You've never heard me gloat about other operating systems ever. This one I am. This is a part of the challenge, by the way. This game is very much point A to point B, but it's using your own equipment. Yes. Sorry, I got distracted. I was like, what's happening here? Yeah, that's right. I had to take the job. We're going to go from Phoenix, Arizona, all the way to California. So we're right here in Phoenix. And we are going to be going to Santa Maria. Why I said it like that, I don't know. That's just the thing I do. And I'm not good at the game. I've never claimed to be good at the game. This sometimes is part of the challenge. This is literally it. You got to look at your mirrors and, treat this like this is the real fucking shit right here. And now you get to watch me struggle, because I normally don't show you this footage. Well, seriously? Did I already bump into something? And this is why I don't do this. Oh, yeah, we'll pretend like my fender didn't go through the... I got distracted. I'm not even in reverse. There we go. We'll just ignore that. But now you know why I don't make these videos. This is the challenge right here. This is what it's all about. And this is why... Yeah, see? I bashed it, yeah. This is why I'm not a trucker. Because I could just go in third-person view, and it makes everything so much easier. But where's the fun in that? Right? Because in real life, you wouldn't be doing this. You would just have to figure it out, in which, as you could tell for me, I'm kind of struggling. Big time. Help me out there, Johnny. There we go. That feels good. But right there, that's why I normally don't record this, because this was not entertaining at all. This wasn't fun to watch. Not in the least bit. Now you know how much of an ATS noob I am. I'm still in neutral. Seriously? But this right here is the highlight, like I said, of, you know, oh, you see, you gotta watch. You see my mirror at the top right? Sorry, I'm having a hard time with this, see? If I go out too far to the right away, I'm gonna end up clipping. Yeah, I botched that. So you gotta, like, go forward as much as you can, and then sort of turn at the last minute. But now I'm gonna have a hard time turning to the left. You see that? Because I screwed up. I literally botched that so bad, it's unbelievable. And the entrances are so... Look at my mirrors, top left, top right. Oh, yeah, I'm gonna botch it. This is almost like a... I don't know what you call this. Almost like a behind... I wouldn't go behind the scenes, but... This is why I don't record this shit. There's a lot you're starting to see. Now I've got to go out. Oh, I thought right... I'm pointing like you could see my finger. Right next to my front right tire, I thought that's where it ended. For some reason. Because I can't see, like... Anyhow. Yeah, Oh, man. Let's back it up. I've got more room than I thought. Holy shit, eh? Now, in the real world, I don't know how one would fix this, but to make this video not too long, I'm gonna try and sort of cheat a little bit. Ooh. There we go. Just barely made it. But now we've got to... Come on. Move it there, amigo. Yeah, see, this is where you got to wait for the traffic to go through. And then I got to watch... Yeah, we'll just, you know... Yeah, that's a good idea. Holy shitballs. No, you're not supposed to go in front of me. Not in front of me! I'm trying to... Oh, fuck my life. Like that. Because jackass won't fucking... I'm looking at the top right. Yeah, keep honking your horn. You're a fucking dingleberry. Gotta look. Gotta look. Holy shit, man. And now we're on our way. This is the part right here where I usually start recording going, hey guys, welcome back. Little American Truck Simulator there. This game poses no challenge whatsoever. You just step on the gas, turn the wheel, and that's it. Now you know. Very rarely am I ever going to record this kind of shit ever again. From now on, just like I normally do, I'm probably going to resume to, like, let's say starting my video right here. Because that's more what people want to see than the struggle. Like I said, the point A to point B, once you leave, is really not all that bad at all. A few narrow turns here and there. That can be a little bit trickier, like here. See, we've got plenty of room. Look at the top right. Again, right on track. I'm not going to hit that light post because we're paying attention. The main thing that I'm concerned with is the new computer is absolutely amazing. Windows 11 is absolutely amazing. 400% upscaling is working great. My webcam, the little stupid green neon overlay, everything is just working. I don't even think that 60 ever dropped to 59 once. And that's not to say that it never will. But so far, this is smooth sailing. And I'm incredibly grateful that I've been able to be in a position. Whoops. I was looking for my signal there. To have been able to buy a whole new computer. Except for the graphics card, because I upgraded that 2 years ago. It'll be 2 years in March that I did that when the pandemic started. RTX 2070 Super. $950 with the warranty and Canadian funds. I don't regret it one bit. Didn't have several thousands of dollars. This with the operating system, with the clean Windows 11, you know, ISO and everything, the extra second NVMe that I got, the, you know, the $60 or $70 for the labor for them to build my computer. It's the first time I pay someone to build my shit. Build my shit. I don't want to do it myself. Oh, we're gonna hit him. Came close. It's like $1,700-1,800-ish dollars. Don't forget, I also bought a monitor a while ago, but that doesn't usually count as part of your basic PC setup. So in total, I'm pushing about $2,700. And I'm looking to have this last me for about 2 years. In 2 years, not 6 years like the last time, I'm going to upgrade my CPU. This motherboard can handle the AMD Ryzen 9 5950X. That's overkill. That I don't care. In a couple of years from now, I'll probably just swap out the CPU. And that's it. I'll probably be able to bring in my computer to the computer store, and it'll be like nothing for them to do it. Look at that. Just fucking flawless. I am just over the moon. Over those hot air balloons. I'm right in there in the sky. Like, look at that. It's just so smooth. I'm just not used to that. I'm used to stutters here and there. Again, not so much with this game before, but just shows you the power of formatting your computer as well. If things don't start to go well, don't always assume it was a bad Windows update or a bad update for your video game. It also feels nice to be rolling down the interstate at 150 when you're doing the jobs that have to do with World of Trucks. It's connected to online, right? You gotta follow the real rules. You can't be rolling past 100, which is about 62 miles an hour. That feels slow. This is the good shit right here. How are we doing there? I love this view a little bit too. It's a little bit more difficult to control, but you kind of get to see everything. I still can't get over the fact that this game is just a couple of gigabytes. It's like 5 or 6 gigabytes in total, and I have all the maps. It just blows me away, the level of detail and immersion. I've talked about this a million times. I sound like a broken record. With the clouds are never going to look the same twice. Right? They're very dynamic. You could get fog. There's day and night cycle. There's rain. When there's rain, there isn't always thunder. When there's thunder, there isn't necessarily always lightning. Dynamic. You've got helicopters. You got planes. Look at that shit. Look at that. Just, you know, just little things like that. All the random road events that can happen. Fuck around. Definitely 160 we're rolling at. Definitely one of my absolute favorite video games in the history of my life. That will probably never change. For the price the game cost, I'm so thankful because The steering wheel wasn't cheap, the Logitech G29. I mean, it was even on sale, $50, $60 off with the taxes and all that shit. In Canadian funds, I think I paid $280. So just shy of $300. It's not cheap, and it's far from a professional wheel. I call it an advanced beginner wheel, if that makes any sense. At that price point, it's definitely not an entry-level wheel, but it's by no means an advanced wheel either. Whoa, whoa, whoa. I want to get maybe like a Thrustmaster or something a little bit more serious. But right now, I seriously want to save an extra couple of dollars first before I contemplate that. It's predominantly... Oh, boy. Getting distracted here. It's predominantly because the G-Hub software has been sometimes a little bit wonky. I've been using the older G-Hub, and yes, I switched lanes without switching my signal. It's been a little bit wonky, and at random times it's disconnected, and I've had to disconnect my steering wheel, plug it back in perfectly. There's been no issues with the Logitech G-Hub version that I'm using with my Logitech G604 mouse, but the steering wheel, absolutely. So I just unplug it and plug it back in, and that usually fixes it, and I usually only have to do that maybe once a day, and I know that sounds like a lot. Again, it's not officially supported by Windows 11. So keep that in mind. There's a lot of things that aren't officially supported by Windows 11. My OBS that I'm using to record right now. All these things, but everything is working. I don't see myself going back to Windows 10 only because I don't see a reason to do so. There has been no major, like, oh my god, what is this? When are they going to fix this? I did find my LAN was a little bit slower in internet speed than I was used to getting. However, I updated the driver, did something simple, and now my speed is back to normal. I want to say it's about 75 to 80% of what I normally get. That could just be a coincidence, or it could be a Windows 11 thing, I don't know. For a long time, SSD, I think, NVMe speeds weren't working properly with Windows 11, so they were fairly quick to fix that and address that issue. But between World of Warcraft, Guild Wars 2, recording with OBS, using the G-Hub, everything that I normally do on a day-to-day basis, apart from the steering wheel sometimes disconnecting, and it's never happened mid-game. It's when I'm not using it. It's near flawless. That was the whole point of this video. And an excuse for me to ramble on about absolutely nothing for 10, 15 minutes. And I wanted to show you one of my rare times where you'll see me struggle. The very beginning is actually why I like this game. It shows you that the game is more than just stomping on the gas and driving in a straight line. It's also what's really nice about the American world, or the North American world. Our roads aren't as fucked up as they are in Europe. Europe has a lot more wonky, wobbly shit going on in their roads. They just like to keep you on your toes, I guess. I don't know. But in North America, I will argue that our roads are much, much, much better. Now that we've been cruising like this for a while, take a look at this countryside of the desert. I don't even really know where we are, to be honest. Let's take a look at our map here. I could have just hit M for the map. I was going to say, we're either in California or we just entered there. And as you can see, well, that whole time that you saw me from Phoenix, I'm just about halfway. Just about halfway. We're definitely not going all the way. We're about 40% into the trip that whole time that we've been driving. So I've only covered this. So this gives you a perspective of time as to how long the video is, and probably half of that was spent just me trying to attach the fucking trailer to the truck. Right here, when you go from the map back to the game, is usually where I get a stutter in FPS, especially when I'm driving really fast. It did not even drop below 60, not even down to 59. I can't even tell you how happy I am right now. I am just so glad that this game is just working. flawlessly. And I think I'm going to wrap up the video in just a moment there. Don't want to lose too much of my momentum. Because they redesigned California a little while ago, a couple of updates ago, so I thought I'd reminisce back through there. Plus, one of my best friends is from Arizona. He's a trucker. So that's why I chose to have Arizona as my home base. Hope everybody stays safe with, you know, that thing that's going around. I hope everyone's doing well mentally, physically, and financially. However you view the pandemic, no two people view it in the same light. And I just hope this thing becomes a thing of the past sooner than later. As always, if you liked the video, you can go ahead, give it a thumbs up. It does greatly help support the channel with the algorithm and making me a little bit more relevant in the search results when people are looking shit up. And if you didn't like the video, go ahead, give it a thumbs down, and I'll plop you in that truck. Who knows where it'll bring you. Don't even ask me what that was. And if you want to subscribe to the channel, I mean, naturally that would be great. I'm trying to push 25,000 subscribers maybe by the end of the year. I don't really have a goal in mind with number of subscribers because they don't really reflect how many views you get per month on your channel. I get laughed at a lot by some people that say, huh, bro, you're popping like 20 to 50 views per video on average. I'm like, yeah, but bitch face, I made $1,000 in December. So shut your mouth. This is why I do this, because it's working, right? I've practically made 20 grand in a little over 2 years. So that's why I do this. Every little bit of extra money here and there, it comes a long way. It's not a flex, it's to show you that this shit is possible. Anybody can do this. And nobody like me that barely gets 100 views per video on average. It's pathetic. After 3 years on YouTube, 2.5 years monetized, I'm still making decent pocket change every month. Compared to Keemstar, compared to Boogie2988, compared to all the greats, absolutely not. But I'm in a competition with myself. Can I kick my own ass? Can I do better this year than I did last year? Maybe, maybe not, and that still won't be a reflection as to how shitty of a YouTuber I am, even if I only do half as good this year. That's what you always have to remember about YouTube. Just because you're successful or not successful, it's not a reflection of how good you actually are. There are some incredibly talented content creators on YouTube, but their channel success is garbage, but they are not garbage, and then vice versa. Garbage channels on YouTube that are incredibly successful. So just don't let it get you down. That's what I'm doing. I'm not letting it get me down, but of course I'm anxious and a little bit greedy, only because I'm so poor. I want to be able to make something of myself and have this be my full-time income. Not being split between this and disability. And then don't forget, my worker then takes half of my income. So that's just the way it is, right? Can't do much about it. It's better than nothing. I'm just grateful for the small opportunity I've been given. I've met some incredible people along the way. And that's what this is all about. But definitely the money is important, for sure. Alright, that's enough babbling for this video. I've already said everything I have to say. If you have any questions, you want to drop down a comment down below, that also helps the algorithm. You want to call me a ball pumpkin head, anything, an egghead, a penis face, you'd be surprised that does more good than harm. Alright, Until next time, maybe I'll see some of you in the next video. Bye for now.